Believe it or not, Pitbulls have been rated as less aggressive than the tiny Chihuahua in a study by Dognititon. According to owners' responses, Chihuahuas are often deemed as sometimes aggressive, while most other breeds are seldom or never aggressive. Pitbulls typically rank below other dogs in various categories except for their interactions with new dogs. Imagine this scenario. Your gentle, goofy pitbull is banned from your apartment while your neighbor's feisty Chihuahua roams freely. Why? It boils down to size, damage potential, and breed stereotypes. While similar dogs can display more aggression, they are easier to manage and cause less severe injuries if they attack. Legislations and bans concerning dogs are complex. Many laws prohibit certain breeds with public safety in mind, yet they often fail to assess individual temperament or training. Instead, they rely on appearances similar to judging a book by its cover. Although the United States lacks federal restrictions on dog breeds, over 1,000 cities enforce breed-specific legislation, and some insurance policies exclude coverage for specific breeds. Check if your dog is on the list of the most dangerous dogs. Let's start with the most banned breed, the Pitbull. Despite many Pitbulls being affectionate and great with kids, they face widespread bans due to sensationalized reports and news coverage of attacks. This breed accounted for a staggering 71% of fatalities in 2016, disproportionate to their 6% share of the total U.S. dog population. Insurance companies use these fatality statistics to exclude breeds and limit the amount of claims they receive. It comes down to money, as the average cost of a dog bite claim in 2021 was $48,025, according to the Insurance Information Institute. According to the American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, ACPCA, the early descendants of pit bulls were bred to bite and hold the head and face of large animals such as bears and bulls. Not only did they take part in dogfights for decades, they were often trained to be lethal in fights to make for a better show. This horrific treatment by abusive owners across decades has led to aggression. The UK banned pit bull terriers completely. Misidentification further complicates matters, as many bulldogs are erroneously labeled as pit bulls. Rottweilers, frequently banned in many cities, boast robust protective instincts, often dissuading intruders with their commanding presence. However, if an intruder persists, Rottweilers do not back down easily. They rank as the second most common breed involved in fatal attacks on humans from 2005 to 2017. Their intimidating appearance, characterized by a gleaming black coat adorned with distinctive rust markings, accentuates their aura of strength. Additionally, their powerful jaws, boasting a bite force of 328 psi, firmly grasp intruders, only yielding to the owner's command. Despite their protective nature, Rottweilers exhibit surprising gentleness with children, though caution is warranted around strangers. Another great watchdog that is commonly considered dangerous and excluded from claims on insurance is the Doberman Pinscher. While a great asset for guarding large spaces, yards, or lands, they can be considered dangerous without proper training. Their sleek coat and intelligent, alert stare have made them something of a stereotype when it comes to mean dogs, especially in the cinema. While most people think of them in black, they do also come in blue, red, or fawn coat markings. The bull mastiff is another dog that is commonly known as dangerous and banned. They are great home protectors, but don't always love visitors. Although the attacks of this breed aren't frequent, they are large enough to inflict severe damage. They do also have an added physical advantage of a loose skin that helps protect against bites, which makes them fearless in fights. In all fairness, if they give a paw too aggressively to a fragile human, that alone could result in a hospital visit. They are massive and have considerable strength. I think you might have noticed that the common trend among those dogs is their strength and guard dog instincts. Another dangerous dog that is very popular is the German Shepherd. Renowned for their exceptional intelligence and attentiveness, these dogs respond well to proper training, which can mitigate the risk of aggressive behavior. However, their strong prey drive warrants careful socialization, particularly in households with cats or smaller animals. Moreover, their association with military and police work contributes to their imposing demeanor. a stereotype often reinforced by videos depicting their training sessions, where they engage with individuals clad in protective gear. Another classic dog on our list is the American Bulldog. This breed is not to be confused with the British Bulldogs, which are chunky couch potatoes. While they are not frequently implicated in fatal attacks against humans, they are notorious for their aggression towards other canines, earning their spot on the list of dangerous breeds. Surprisingly, the Siberian Husky, known for their vocal, lively nature, finds a place on this list. Despite their playful disposition, their lineage tracing back to wolves, coupled with their history of enduring harsh winter conditions, can lead to potential aggression. Similarly, the Alaskan Malamute also earns a spot due to its instinctive behaviors, alluding to the primal instincts inherent in these breeds. Another breed that might surprise you is the Chow Chow. While slightly smaller than the rest of the breeds, weighing in at about 70 pounds or so, they do have a sturdy build and tend to be stout. In a review period of 32 years, they harmed 61 individuals and caused 8 deaths, all while being only 0.01% of the total dog population, earning their spot on the most dangerous list. They tend to be overprotective of their owners. Another vigilant breed is the Japanese Tosa, which tragically faces breed-specific legislation, BSL, and subsequent bans in countries such as England, Ireland, Germany, New Zealand, and Australia. Originally bred in Japan for sumo-style wrestling, these dogs boast a large, thick, and robust build. They are usually quiet dogs, but when they do bark, it's impressive and can be intimidating. Likewise, the Presa Canario falls victim to breed discrimination due to its imposing appearance. With a broad chest and square, formidable heads, they exude the aura of fighters. Historically utilized for guarding and herding cattle, these dogs hail from the Canary Islands and were once employed in dogfighting, a practice legal in Spain until 1928 and unfortunately continued clandestinely thereafter. They are characterized by a sloping top line, with the rear being slightly higher than the shoulders. The Fila Brasileiro, also known as the Brazilian fighting dog, is frequently subject to bans. Bred as livestock guard dogs, they possess an inherent distrust of strangers and other animals, prioritizing the protection of the herd. Historically, during Brazil's era of legalized slavery in the 18th century, the Fila Brasileiro played a role in returning escaped slaves to their owners. With their mastiff-like appearance characterized by large bones and loose skin, they make a formidable presence that anyone would be afraid and run away from. Adding to the roster of foreign breeds is the Dogo Argentino, originating from Argentina. Bred for hunting large game such as pecaries, wild boar, and pumas, these mastiff-type dogs boast short and always white coats. Unfortunately, their ownership is either illegal or restricted in countries like Australia, Norway, Turkey, and the United Kingdom. While genetics can influence a dog's behaviors, aggression is not the sole characteristic of any breed. While most of the above dogs can be great pets, they do require responsible ownership, proper training, and early socialization. Without these foundational practices, any breed has the potential to become aggressive and pose risks. While not lethal in many cases, a Chihuahua can cause serious damage when they attack you, especially if they go for the eyes. Maybe you have seen the damage to the eye of the woman who wanted to get her lashes done at a home of a Chihuahua owner. What are your thoughts on breed-specific legislations? Do you think that it is an effective solution to prevent dog bites? Many studies have shown that breed-specific legislation is not an effective solution. Most of those dogs are victims of improper training, their instincts, and their look. They are being discriminated against, which we do not accept when applied to humans, but accept when it comes to dogs. The news does a great job in reinforcing those stereotypes by showing many of the above-mentioned dogs in a negative light, attacking humans, and oftentimes they will use children to make it more dramatic and have people empathize more. Maybe instead of breed-specific legislation, we can use human-specific legislation that prevents irresponsible dog owners from owning dogs. A couple of things to consider when it comes to dog aggression. Unneutered or unspayed dogs tend to be more territorial and aggressive, with male dogs being more likely to bite. Another situation to consider is that while your dog might not be aggressive when they are on their walk, dogs are territorial about their homes. Fence aggression is a thing. Even if you have a fenceless property, your dog somehow knows what is yours and will protect it at any cost. Which dog breed do you find to be most aggressive? And which one the most dangerous? Do you own any of the dangerous breeds? Did any of the breeds surprise you? Have you experienced dog discrimination firsthand?